Welcome, everyone, to Healthier Home Family, the weekly show where we get to show you how to clean the places that, the sun doesn't shine. Welcome, everyone. Today we have Aaron and we have Cleaning Ken. How's it going, guys?
All good.
Good?
Fantastic.
Well, my office smells delicious because I have a special product. That is our sponsored product today. That product is, bring it in, people, bring it in, the holiday edition of Clean Walls. So if you have this and you have this, you can escort the holidays into your house nice and clean. You want to learn more about it, head over to the homepage of healthierhomeproducts.com. There you'll find Erin standing there just so happy with her clean walls. Just our professional model. And boy, if you got residuals on that photo, holy cow, Erin, could you imagine? You'd be killing it. All right. So today we're talking about the things that you usually don't get to see. And those things happen to be underneath the fridge and also other scary places we're going to talk about. We'll also have a couple demo videos for you. So stay tuned. You're going to see some cleaning demos, see what it's all about. As you can see, I've got a kid there knocking on the door, half naked kid knocking on the door trying to get in. I don't know what's going on. That's what happens when we work from home. So it's all good. All right. He might come in. If he does, that's fine. There he is. Oh, hey. Hey, buddy. I'm on Facebook Live right now, buddy. I love you, Hulk. It's like, you remember that newscaster that had a kid walk in on him and he was like, just get out of the picture. You remember that? For me, I'm like, this is my life. Yeah, this is real life. All right. So, Ken, do you want to walk through one of our videos first and kind of tell us what we're seeing? Which one would you like? Would you like the drip or would you like Jaws or what would you like to start with?
I think, Jaws is kind of the thing because you're going to see something that will horrify you and it'll frighten you and it might just scare you out of your wits when you pull your refrigerator out. But we've got a little solution here and we did a little theme video. So we can start with that one. All
right, I'm pulling it up. You tell me what we're seeing here. I took the sound out because they can't hear it.
Oh, you should leave the sound on.
Oh, I'll try. Here we go.
This is the top of a refrigerator. And what's that? Okay, now you can put that sound on.
Jaws. It's actually
What do we got there?
So our refrigerators, last week we talked about cleaning the inside of the refrigerator. We're talking, we're trying to ease the holiday stress and cleaning is one of those things. And this is one of those things we don't do all the time, cleaning the outside or the inside. But there's always a tremendous amount of buildup on a refrigerator, just grease in the air and dirt. It's a great collection point. So things do require cleaning here and there. Now this tool is great for cleaning behind and on the sides of a refrigerator. This happens to be our dusting mitt. It's called a caterpillar noodle. It's got these giant noodles on there and they're wonderful at grabbing all kinds of dust and debris. Typically though, when people are cleaning, they're going to use our yellow mitt and we've got this wonderful product now, the Holiday Hearth. We can't get enough plugs on. But our everyday cleaner is so good. It cleans without damage, and it's a deodorizer. And you'll see alongside of a refrigerator, there's these very tight areas where we can't get to. But this tool, because of its design, and the cleaner, because of its efficacy, does an incredible job of cleaning in tight spots. And I'm just showing how this is actually working. But what's really one of the most horrifying things that anybody can do is pull the refrigerator out. And we're not going to do it on this video, but we do have a couple pictures. And I don't want anybody to say, "Oh my God, this looks like mine. I'm so afraid or ashamed." It's typical. A refrigerator has a compressor on it, and there's a low fan that's pulling air constantly. And as a result, you can if you zoom in, and it'll be a little easier to see. There's a tremendous amount of dust that gets pulled across, and it'll wind up on the fins of the back of the refrigerator. And that's perfect. That image is perfect. You really have to vacuum that off. But that same dust, it collects on the floor and collects on the wall. And this is what this tool is really ideal for.
Yeah, pretty gross, Ken. Pretty gross. Aaron, has your house ever looked like that? Have you ever seen that?
When I first moved in, yes. Fortunately, we actually do pull our refrigerator out from the wall on a semi-regular basis to prevent that from happening. But ugh, gosh, yeah, I mean, it happens all too often. It's just not something you think about cleaning under, because how's it going to get that dirty under there? It's not exposed to normal air. But
Right.
shockingly, this is what it's going to look like if you haven't cleaned under there in a while.
And this is one of those things, Corey, that you may not even notice overtly, but there's probably going to be a little mustiness in the air, and you'll notice that there's some stale air. That's probably a source of it. So when you vacuum that, and when you wipe down those walls that are, lint covered, and especially using our everyday cleaner, the odors are going to be gone. The air quality is going to shoot up dramatically, and your kitchen is going to smell. I'm telling you, it's going to smell like a slice of heaven. It's absolutely wonderful how nice this makes a kitchen smell.
It is. Yeah, I can attest to that. It's absolutely perfect. I mean, it's amazing.
So these types of things, and even now we're going to see as this video plays, typically we use our all-purpose. We did that last week when we were showing cleaning the inside of the refrigerator, which is a great plant-based, minimally processed product that cleans like the dickens on any washable surface. This I just happened to use and show that you can use the everyday cleaner, for this purpose as well. Yes, it's for painted walls, but this really grimy stuff that's on a refrigerator, everyday cleaner works wonders on as well. And you're going to go from something that's grody and really not anything you'd be proud of if anybody were to look at it, but anybody tall anyway with a refrigerator. But this thing will clean that off, and odors are gone, the schmutz is gone, and you're going to get a beautiful fragrance in the air that's going to last for days. It's just a very pleasant, beautiful feeling. So your cleaning can actually be fun if you do it the right way. You can have your little Jaws tool. You can get dust and dirt and debris to go away, and you can have a pleasant after effect that'll remind you of the work you did.
Heck yeah. No, it's great. Now, Aaron, when you were doing your 30-day kind of clean and takeover, did you use the Clean Walls product?
Of course I did. Yeah. I mean, why would you not at that point? If you're deep cleaning stuff that thoroughly, you might as well make it smell like you're deep cleaning too, which this just does a phenomenal job with that. And besides, more often than not, when you use a cleaning product, it smells clean for a few minutes afterwards, and it dissipates, and it's like, okay, great. But with the everyday cleaner, it will last for days, and that's awesome to walk into your house after you've been gone all day at work, and breathe in and think, yes, this smells so clean. I love it.
And Corey,
Ken, what do we got here?
Here's a typical thing. This is just some drips on a wall that nobody's going to confess to, but you're going to see a little zoom in here. That's what you'll often see. I mean, it's tough on the camera, but this tool is so convenient because there's no bending over, which is really difficult for me, especially I've had spinal fusion, so that's tougher. Yeah. But it cleans effortlessly, and it gets up high and it gets down low, and it takes care of dog slobber, wet dog nose on the wall. It'll take care of those drips. It'll take care of all that stuff around a garbage can that seems to wind up on a wall. People toss things in, maybe it splatters or splashes. And it's something that you don't really, you can see it and it needs to be clean, but there's no real easy way to do it. This makes it easy. This makes it fast, easy, and safe.
Yeah, I love it. Well, guys, I love these examples. You know me, like I am all about the cleaning examples. So this is fancy. Aaron, we haven't heard much from you today, but I know it's okay. Sometimes some of us talk more than others. Usually it's me that's blabbing all the time. But talk to me. What are you finding with the holiday spray? Like, what's your biggest takeaway? I know you were like the key person that was like helping choose this smell. I've had a lot of people ask me what it smells like. And
yeah, I've been starting to get those inquiries too.
I think that we should, as a unified team, tell them that it smells like the holidays and happiness all rolled into one. If they ask you, well, what does that smell like? I say, imagine yourself stepping into a nice warm house on a cold winter day, and the smell of a Christmas tree and apple pie and sweet potatoes and nice perfect ham. The smell of Christmas is what's in this bottle. That's all I can say to describe it. It's absolutely amazing.
It is
that what
pretty
you get?
amazing. Yeah, no, it's just it's hard to describe because our everyday cleaner with the Meadow Breeze fragrance, it's a fresh, clean smell. It's got those floral undertones to it, but this one, it's been a little bit harder to describe to people. It's such a warm, inviting smell to me. It's got a little bit of like an aromatic spice to it. It's not fruity. It's just, it's like a warm hug on a cold winter day. I love it.
That's perfect.
It's Olaf's favorite spray. A warm hug. It
Love it.
smells like warm hugs. Yeah, as he would say. So.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
We talk about the cleaning, the cooking, and money, which are holiday stressors.
Heck yeah.
The perfect time. Erin has maybe the most brilliant hack for one of those issues, the money issue. And
what is it?
And let her talk about this.
So about 2 years ago, I kind of had a come to Jesus moment with my finances and really wanted to get things under control. And, it happens all too often with young people with kids. It's one expense after another. And then the next thing you know, you're living in debt and barely making, ends meet every month. And so my husband and I made a difficult decision for me to get a second job, which I am extremely grateful and thankful for. It's in the hospitality industry. So, right now is kind of a difficult time for us. But when I first took on that second job, and it's not necessary to have a second job to do this, but I have my envelope system. These are, fabric envelopes. Obviously, it doesn't have to be fabric envelopes, but every week I take my envelopes and I put $20 in each of them. Actually, that one I should set aside, but I've got my Christmas envelope, I've got my vacation envelope, and then I've got other miscellaneous envelopes that I use. And $20 goes into every single one of them every week, with everything else going towards debt. But I don't have to stress about money around Christmas anymore. And it's been amazing the last couple of years not having to do that. To put it into perspective, and most people won't even realize what $20 a week is going to do for you. If you take aside those 2 weeks at the end of the year when you're in the Christmas season, you're going to save $1,000 for Christmas, which is more than I actually need. So then I get to use that extra money and put it back towards debt at the end of the year.
It's brilliant.
$1,000.
So many people have that ugly feeling in the pit of their stomach, knowing that Christmas is coming, and being able to afford it. Maybe the things that you're, want to get for your kids, maybe it's not always wants, maybe it's needs, but it's that expense that's there that makes it really tough. And this brilliant little hack, the discipline behind it is really clever, though, because everybody can afford $20 a week, but week after week, month after month, it adds up. And when she told me this, I said, we have to share. It's just too good a thing not to share with people. It's going to make, and maybe it's crunch time now, might be tough to do right now at this point, but for next year, you should think about that and making it easier on yourself and your family.
Have you followed Dave Ramsey? Do you know Dave Ramsey?
I do know Dave Ramsey. I've actually not followed his philosophy too closely. I have a beautiful, amazing twin sister who's in finance, who is like, oh my God, you're following all of his things without actually knowing what you're doing. I'm like, yeah, okay, great. At least I'm doing something right. And
it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's been awesome to kind of not have to worry about those things that were big worries in the past. I've been in a situation where I don't know how I'm going to pay for Christmas presents for my kid. And that's awful. It feels terrible. Yeah. And not everybody's going to be in that situation, but even if it's $5, $10, $20, depending on if you have a big family, $30 or $40 a week, which fortunately I don't have to do that. Right. That's good. But it's manageable. And as long as you're diligent about it, it is such a huge stress relief to not have to worry about that. And to feel like I'm working towards something feels like such a good accomplishment. And I'm so glad that I went on this path a couple of years ago, because it's been life-changing for sure.
Well, that's what we want for people during these holidays, is a less stressful holiday season. It makes you enjoy them a whole lot more. And a little help with the cleaning, a little help with the cooking, a little help with the money. I guess that's us doing our part.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Well, Aaron, thank you for sharing. And thanks, guys, for, always giving some quick tips. Gosh, when it comes to cleaning your underneath your fridge, who would have thought about these things? But hey, get out there, try the holiday spray. Guys, you can only get it with your Clean Walls bundle. I mean, you can buy it by itself if you really want to just like spray it around your house. But the best way to have it and use it is with the Clean Walls tool. So check it out over at healthierhomeproducts.com. And we will see you next week right here on Healthier Home Products Facebook Live. Bye, everybody.